Hey guys, how's it going? It's 8-Bit Eric, and today we are going to talk about a game that I have been following for quite some time. This is Eagle Island. Now, I'm checking out the Nintendo Switch version, but I've been paying close attention to Eagle Island for probably almost like 2 years. In fact, I played the demo on this channel quite some time ago, and I've been following this since it's been on Kickstarter. I've been an avid supporter of this. I've even talked to the developer PixelNix before. I worked for the publisher Screenwave Media in the past, and I just have always kept a close eye on this game because I thought this looked like something that was just amazing. Just looking at the graphics alone, Eagle Island implements a charming 16-bit type of look that features characters that are just adorable. Even the enemies in this game are adorable, and you can tell that a lot of attention and love and care have been putting this by the developer for this game to come out. I mean, he took quite some time to get this game completed, and it's finally here, and I'm just more than excited to talk to you guys about it. Now, the main premise of this story is that you play as a guy named Quill who has a couple of little owl buddies. You kind of end up on an island that is called Eagle Island that is currently being terrorized by a huge, menacing, bird that ends up actually kidnapping one of your owl buddies. You're only left with your little red friend named Koji, and the premise is you have to explore this island, access different dungeons to get different upgrades that allow you to proceed to areas that you can't reach. So it's basically like a Metroidvania, and the fact that there's a lot of stuff that you gotta look for in order to complete certain areas and stuff like that. But it tosses in some roguelike elements, and the fact that the dungeons are procedurally generated, the enemy placement is random, the items are random, and it leaves a little bit of a challenge. Actually, depending on what difficulty you set the game on as to how your experience is. I mean, if you prefer a more challenging type of game, they got that. If you want some a little bit more casual, they got that. And there's also other modes and features in here that give a fair amount of content to this game. And watching it from its demo build that I played years ago on the channel and seeing how much it's grown since now is an amazing feat. And it's very disappointing that not too many people have been talking about this game. I have not seen one Switch reviewer that I follow talk about this game yet. I've seen a couple of live streams, like my buddy John Kratz live streamed it, but that's about it. And I feel that this game definitely deserves to be talked about for certain charming, redeeming qualities about it, which the first thing off the bat that comes to my mind is its unique combat system. Now, you use Koji, your sidekick, to basically defeat enemies. You push a button and you aim and you let it go and he attacks those people. And it's kind of neat because you can attack all directions around you. You can jump down, you can jump up, you can aim down, you can aim diagonally, and it's kind of cool seeing a cute little fat owl just kind of attack menacing looking enemies. And it leaves a good amount of strategy later on because you have to solve, basic puzzles and use him to kind of open and reach different areas and stuff like that. And as you proceed through the game, you're able to get upgrades for him that allow you to have different types of attacks. There's 4 different element attacks that he can have as you progress through the game. And I think it's actually kind of cool. I personally never seen anything like that where you kind of just shoot your enemies with your fat bird and you can aim in any direction or whatever. I kind of like that. The other thing that I like is the roguelike elements. I like procedurally generated dungeons in my games and the challenge of never really experiencing the same game twice if you get a game over and basically losing your progress, because if you die, you have to start the dungeon over, and it does get frustrating, but it works really well in the way Eagle Island was implemented because this game is absolutely gorgeous to look at. Just looking at these characters, I mean, the enemies even look adorable. The main character's adorable, the enemies still look cute and menacing at the same time. But I really love games that do implement this kind of 16-bit retro Neo type of style. And I think everything is just really well animated in Eagle Island. Just looking at the characters themselves, the way they interact with the environment, things like that, you can really tell that PixelNix, the developer, took their time, put in this game together to make sure it looked very aesthetically pleasing And the combat works too. There was never any moment where I felt the controls didn't work right. The platforming is spot on. You know, the jumping mechanics in any game are crucial, especially when there's platforming elements to this. And I gotta say, the controls feel wonderful in this game. I honestly, I can't think of a much bad to say about this game at all, other than I felt that maybe it was a little too difficult at times and a little too short, but it hit that sweet spot where I was like, you know what? This game is good, and it's a shame nobody's really talking about it. Yeah, and back to the dungeons. Throughout the dungeons, there's random item placement, random chests that allow you to get different power-ups, in addition to what your main owl sidekick can use to attack. There's like different badges. You have like 4 slots for badges, and these can range from anything to like give you more health power-ups, give you like a fancy spin jump or a wall jump, different types of abilities and stuff that you can have. And so there's a little bit of a strategy here, because you will encounter different badges and stuff, but you only have room for 4 of them, so you have to kind of like discard which ones you don't need and stuff like that. And the boss fights are actually quite entertaining as well, and it's cool to see these like huge giant 16-bit enemy sprites attacking you in this game. And overall, I think it's fantastic. You know, each different dungeon has a different, you know, there's like a dungeon that's like a grassy little cave, and then there's like a desert area and a sea, like little sea cave, bay area and stuff like that. So there's different types of like scenery and stuff, and even though it does feel a little repetitive sometimes in these caves because they're gigantic and you'll see the same enemies over and over and over again, I still think that this game was quite a joy to play, and I think that I can definitely recommend it. Even if you don't have a Switch, if you have access to Steam, check this game out. I mean, I very rarely endorse games from Kickstarter all the way to completion, and this is a game that definitely needs a lot more love. So I'm recommending it. I'm putting my 8BE endorsement on Eagle Island. You will not be disappointed. It's $19.99 in the Switch eShop. I believe it's the same price on Steam. It's only been out for about a week, so give it a little look-see. I highly recommend it. And again, thanks a lot, as always, for watching, guys. Feel free to throw a subscription if you are brand new, and don't forget to click that like button for me. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you on the next episode. Peace out. Hey guys, what's up? It's 8-Bit Eric, and I just wanted to remind you guys that I will be at the Southeast Game Exchange in Greenville, South Carolina, Ric Flair country. Can I get a woo in the comments, guys? Yeah, it's going to be exciting. It's my first time going to this convention, and I love it because it's up in that dirty South. So it's going to be August 24th and 25th. It is a 2-day con. I'm going to be road tripping up that way with Jay from the Shady J Show, and we're going to be joining several other guests here. We got JLove81, we got Riff from Pixel Game Squad, we got NES Addict. We have tons of people. Who do we got? Well, let me fill you in with that info right here. So if you want to come out, we got Ed and Nuzata. I don't know. I don't want to butcher your name, but apparently he programmed a lot of Apple II games, a lot of Saturn games, Genesis games. So he's a big wig gaming programmer. That's kind of neat. Maybe I'll bring something for him to sign. We got limited run games in the house. I'm going to be buying up all those Switch games that I missed out on. So you better be there, or else I'm going to snatch them all up, guys. We also have Olivia Mears, Taco Bell herself, will be at this convention. I'm gonna definitely get a photo op with her. And then we also have, not to mention, some other YouTubers, Generation Gap Gaming, we have Rock Solid Productions, we have Your Player 2, Russ Lyman, holy crap, up and coming Russ Lyman, who's been getting all that momentum, will be here. Guys, come get him before he gets a gajillion subscribers. Then we also have, not to mention, BP Power, Kurt Weisman, we have Distant Star Cares. So there's a lot of guests that will be at this thing, but not to mention, you know what, forget us guests, because there's going to be games here. There's going to be games to buy left and right. You're going to be knee deep in video games, and there's going to be retro and modern video game tournaments, tabletop tournaments, lots of things to do, panels. Looks like a great time. So yeah, this is Southeast Game Exchange. Put the link to their website down below. Again, this is the 24th and 25th in Greenville, South Carolina. I definitely am looking forward to it. It's going to be great weather. It's not going to be too cold. It's not going to be too hot. It's going to be just right. And you know what? maybe we could get a beer afterwards, guys. This is a family-friendly event, and I also will be having merch available. The 8-Bit Eric Club will be in full effect, so be sure to pick up a t-shirt, maybe get a picture with me, and let's become friends, because I love meeting each and every single one of you guys. So yeah, looking forward to it. Southeast Game Exchange, the 24th and 25th of August. I will see you there. Consider supporting 8-Bit Eric on Patreon for just $1 a month. Link below in the description. You want to become part of the hashtag 8BE Nation, guys? Well, be sure to pick up your official merch, now available online. Link is below in the description. We got classic t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, and even women's apparel. Don't forget, pick up your official merch now. And while you're at it, guys, feel free to watch the next video, or why don't you catch up on one that you might have previously missed. Thanks again, guys, for all the support. I couldn't do this without you. You guys are amazing, and don't forget to subscribe and click that like button if you are brand new. Thanks again, guys. Peace out.